colleagues and friends, our presenters and sponsors, I welcome you all to ANSA Annual Conference 2022. We are focusing on stress, trauma, and self-regulation. This year's conference is a result of collaborative work between neurofeedback practitioners, educators, and researchers who are with us today to share their knowledge and experience and inspire us to continue our important work. A work that is becoming even more critical in these unsettling times that elicit fear and anxiety and deepen our need to stay connected, stay together, and support each other. Before we start, on behalf of ANSA, I would like to acknowledge traditional custodians of this land. They are among the oldest living culture on this planet. We honor them for their custodianship and their wisdom. Last year brought specific challenges to us while we were recovering from the pandemic and learning to live in a rapidly changing world. A world that is challenging how we live and how we work. I would like to thank my fellow board members, Nia, Annette, Marta, George, Shelley, Gillian, Michelle, Shayla, and Christy, who dedicated their time to helping me navigate our organization and meeting challenges we faced along the road. The growth of our profession depends on everyone, and our society would not exist without a group of individuals donating their time and effort to support their peers and our community. This virtual conference is the evidence of their hard work and desire to serve our community and keep us together. At the international level, our affiliation with the International Society for Neuroregulation and Research enabled us to have a say in ISNR and raise awareness of the specific needs of our members and society. Aina Trogel, as past ISNR president, was instrumental in making us welcome and supporting our collaboration. I'm sure that Mark Jones, as the new ISNR president, will continue this partnership. I want to thank Marta Mack, our past president, for her ongoing involvement with the international chapter of ISNR, which often deprived her of her sleep, but brought a lot of opportunities to ANSA. At the local level, the ANSA board participated in the ADHD national guideline development. Marta, as ANSA president at that time, was one of 24 Australians to be involved in the ADHD national guideline development group. Throughout the 18-month guideline process, she worked to promote neurofeedback as an efficacious treatment for ADHD and its inclusion as a treatment recommendation in the guidelines. Our involvement with the guideline development had many challenges, and our arguments supporting evidence and concerns expressed during the guideline development and consultation process were not adequately heard and addressed. As a result, the GDG conclusion was that there is insufficient evidence that neurofeedback is effective in treating ADHD and that should not be recommended for its treatment. This resulted in considerable lobbying by Marta and ANSA board members to mitigate and overturn the GDG decision that really try to portray neurofeedback as non-efficacious treatment. That decision would impact our field significantly, both professionals and consumers. Through the combined lobbying effort, the GDG modified their stance and at the end did not include any specific recommendation regarding neurofeedback, but agreed that further research may provide greater clarity and allow for recommendations. Following the formal release of the ADHD national guidelines to the public, ANSA board advised ATPA that they missed the opportunity to ensure that Australian consumers and clinicians can rely upon the guidelines across pharmacological and non-pharmacological interventions, and that consequently, we are not going to endorse it. We greatly appreciate Marta and ANSA board members for their work in promoting neurofeedback and putting considerable time and effort to protect the interests of our clients and our field. During the last year, ANSA collaborated with BCIAA to promote certification process. ANSA recognizes and promotes these professionals who work to meet education and training standards in neurofeedback and progressively satisfy continuing education requirements to protect the welfare of consumers, provide credibility to neurofeedback practitioners, and advance the field of neurofeedback. On the second day of the conference, Michelle Aniftos, BCIAA secretary, will talk in more detail about the work of the committee. Today, we have several presentations lined up for us. I would like to welcome international speakers, Sieben Fischer, Martin Teicher, Dirk de Rieder, Aina Trogel, and Kim Dae-keun, and also our own Australian presenters, Joan Haldane and Vivek Sharma. During the conference, you will also have a chance to hear from our international sponsors, Eager, BMedic, Neurofield, and School of Neurotherapy, and to watch the interviews with people who are behind the equipment that we use, to hear what guided them to enter this field and help us clinicians, and also what they're planning for the future in regards to the equipment and training. I would like to thank Australian sponsors, Brain, Mind, and Memory Institute, Neurofeedback International Academy, and ANFI. Their contribution is very much appreciated. And during the conference, they will be available at specific times in their virtual rooms so that you can speak with them and hear about their work. I would like to greet our overseas delegates from India, New Zealand, South Africa, Spain, Sweden, and USA, and maybe a few other countries. The ANSA community is growing, and we are extending our welcome to colleagues from different corners of the world. Ultimately, I would like to thank my team at STARTS for their work behind the scene in supporting ANSA during the year. Rosario and Darius, special thanks to you for your ongoing help to ANSA committee. I want to thank STARTS management, especially our CEO, Jorge Roche, for his ongoing support of ANSA that lasted for over 20 years. Finally, I want to thank our ongoing members for your hard work in helping our clients, your continued commitment to professional development, and your support of our organization. I invite you all to join our extraordinary general meeting at 2:30. That is next Saturday, 15th of October. And also, I would like to encourage you to submit your nominations to serve on ANSA board. We really need help to keep our society going. This year, we celebrate 25 years since the original incorporation of our forerunner organization, AAPB. Please celebrate with us. We will show you now a short video that is our thanks to the founding members and colleagues who have contributed to the development of neurofeedback in Australia. I will just show you the video, and today we have one of the founding members of ISNR, first president of ISNR in Australia, Rob Bushkitz, with us. So I would like to also thank you, Rob, for your contribution to the field. Yes, that is 25 years of work and a lot of achievements. And I would like to thank you all for being part of this journey with us. And Rob, because I think that you are one of the people who started this field in Australia for us, I would like to thank you as well. I also think that Terry Eichmann, are you here as well? He was the president of ISNR at the time when he amalgamated ISNR and AAAPB. So Terry, it's great that you are here with us as well. So both of you.
Thank you.
Okay, so now I would like to just ask Gillian to introduce our first speaker, our keynote speaker, Stephen Fisher, and our conference will officially start.